Breathe in. Welcome to What the Fuchs with Jess Fuchs. Now breathe out.
And scream.
Because here's what's pissed Jess off this week. Today I am utterly miserable because of this weather. It is hot outside, and even though the aircon is blasting at full capacity, it is hot on the inside. My hair is crunchy, and I cannot seem to, for the life of me, buy and maintain a white t-shirt. You soak it so you clean it, put it in baking soda, put it in bleach. Fuck off. There is no way, and no normal person in their right who can maintain the cleanliness of a white t-shirt. I actually don't care what you say. I just got this. I've worn it once. I've washed it once. I put it on. I look down. There's tiny little bits on it. There's just the wrong color in some areas. How the hell is this not some sort of big t-shirt scheme to just make you perpetually buy white t-shirts over and over again? I love the look of a white t-shirt. A white t-shirt, black bra combo. I love it. The only way to wear a white t-shirt is by buying it from the shop, putting it on immediately, and then throwing it out after. I feel like it doesn't matter really what t-shirt. I was going to wear a peach colored t-shirt today, and I put it on. Why is half the t-shirt a different color peach to the other half? All I did was wash it. Washing things. You all do it. We all know this is a universal thing. Do I scrub it by hand and then hang it out to dry? Or do I not hang it? Because some things, they need to be placed. I have this stupid shirt that I love, and it is heavily beaded. A heavily beaded shirt can't be hanging down. It needs to be placed gently. God, I wash my clothes with more care and a gentle hand than I wash my own body. If you could see me scrub the pockets of my body, I'll tell you this, the sequins on a shirt would not withstand the vigor that I put into the various parts. And you can use your imagination as to which parts I'm talking about. It's so hot. And I can feel hair on my lip gloss because I'm wearing a dirty white t-shirt. My hair needs a wash, but I'm pretty sure I'm going bald, especially at the back. I'm going bald right at the back of my hair where Jewish people wear a kippah. That's where I'm going bald. And I don't know if that's because I'm Jewish, and usually it comes from the front. I don't know. I'm going gray. I'm going bald. It's all happening. And then you start going bald, and then you're stressed about going bald, and so you go bald faster because you're stressing about going bald. And I don't have a nice scalp. I do not have a nice scalp. I have a weird, bumpy scalp. I have this strange birthmark that goes all the way, it's like an S shape across the back of my head, and it would look like the dune worm has died on someone's head. That's what that looks like. It's textured and bumpy, and it sucks everything into it that you put, all the creams and everything on my hair. The dune worm birthmark on the top of my head sucks that shit in. So I can't go bald. And would I wear wigs? I don't know. But I am telling you, every time I look at the back of my head in the rearview mirror, in the mirrors, you know, when you put two mirrors up so you can see the back of your head, every time I look in that, I go, Jesus Christ. And the problem is I've got hair on the side still. It's the back. So it looks like I've just been laying flat for 50 years, sitting up, and the back of my head is flat and bald, and the sides are strange. It's like two bunny ears flopped down that are curly hair. Like, what do? Do I go to Turkey? Can they fix the back of my head in Turkey? There's a part of me that just wants to embrace and just go, fuck it, let's go bald, shave it off, but I don't know. I don't know that I've got the bone structure right now for it. One time I was convinced that I had a brain tumor, and this is at the time when I worked at a medical center. And so I convinced them to let me get a brain scan. And when we got the brain scan, the results came back and I didn't have a brain tumor, which is awesome. But what I did have is the most snatched jaw and snatched cheekbones you have ever seen in your life. And the doctor was like, so you can see here, you've got a bit of sinusitis in your nose. That's probably what the pressure and headaches are coming from, but your brain looks really good and healthy. And I was like, hold up, doc. I think you're skipping over the most important part of your diagnosis, which is snatch to high heavens cheeks. That's what we've got under here. Such a shame. Just suck just suck the fat out. Would I get liposuction? Sure. At this rate, I don't know. My body's just a vessel. I feel detached to pretty much everything, including my brain and my body and everything. I get what a monk is about because I too am not attached to anything. But mine's more of a depression detachment. Rather, theirs is more of an enlightenment detachment. So, potato, potato. The reason we're here now, segue, let's get into the meat and potatoes of today's episode. I want to talk about my social media. I have been thinking a lot about it in 2025. I saw someone die, not physically, okay? I saw someone died online, like a celebrity or something. And then someone logged into their social media. Don't know how, maybe they went into the morgue and used their thumb to unlock the phone to get into their Instagram. And they posted on the Instagram like, so sorry to let you know this person's died. And I just thought, God damn. I mean, obviously, there has been discussion in the past about Facebook being like an inherited thing. Like you can pass your Facebook page down to your children. Maybe I just made that up, but I am almost certain I remember seeing something about this. I'm just going to fact check that because this is a podcast that is based in science. This actually shouldn't be in the comedy category on Spotify. It should be in the science and STEM category. When someone dies, their Facebook account can be memorialized so that friends and family can share memories. Okay, and then it says you can also choose to have your account permanently deleted, but how the hell would you know that you're dead? All right, I'm going to say I, in a fever dream many years ago, imagined the idea, or maybe it was more of a solution. I was trying to figure out what is the solution to when someone dies, what do you do with their Facebook page? And I think I must have thought, oh, we should make it like an inheritance thing. So like I inherit your Facebook page as your child and then I can care for it however I want. Or if you've got a big following, Kim Kardashian passes her Instagram down to her children. Inheritance can look like many things. So I was thinking a lot about what am I going to do? Who do I want to do what to my social media when I kick the bucket, when I cark it, when my carcass carks it? I think there's two parts to this equation. The first is my social media. Yeah, scrub the internet. Scrub the internet clean of my fingerprints. If I haven't made enough of an impact in other capacities, like if I've made movies, you don't need to get rid of that. But do you really need a picture of me that I've uploaded once upon a time to my grid? Nah. I don't need my general Facebook page with my stupid statuses available. Scrap it. That's what you can do. Level 1, scrap the basic social media platforms. These podcast episodes, enjoy them while they're live. Because once I'm dead, they're gone. They are gone. Gone. I want them off. The problem is that, yes, we have these online worlds that we need to think about and what happens to those when we die. But my biggest concern of late is my physical space. Now, as a woman who is well in her not well, God, don't do that to yourself, Jez. As a woman who is 31, I no longer sleep naked because I'm concerned that I'll die in my sleep. And then my poor parents or some hot fireman has to find my naked body in my bed. So now I'm fully clothed in funeral garb, suit and tie, so you can put me straight in the box and on display. I'm not taking any chance of sleeping nude anymore. God damn. People might break in, or worse than that, more embarrassing than that. Imagine dying of natural causes. Murder me first, that's less embarrassing. But I've been thinking a lot about, okay, let's go through the scenario where I die. Someone needs to clean out my room. Do not let the people who love me the most be the first people to discover the worst things about me. Don't read my diaries, don't open my drawer, don't look through my books, do not look through my email, don't find the worst parts of me, which will bum you out. Keep me fresh in your mind as the person you think I am. And that's what I want. I think that like you have an organ donor status on your driver's license, there should also be on your driver's license a part where it's a clean sweep nomination of a friend. Or better that, I'm going to start a company. I don't know what my company's called, but if you'd like to invest Shark Tank, please send me your money to PayPal so we can't trace it in case the business goes bust. But I think there should be a company and you sweep through someone's apartment or house and you just remove all the stuff that really, you're not stealing valuables. Take the journal. You don't need to see my journal. That shit should be burned. I think about burning my journal 3 times a week. But then I like to go back through my journal on occasion. So I don't want to burn it right now. But what if I die? Then you need to burn that shit up. I'm in this constant in-between of trying to decide if I burn my journal today and take the chance that I maybe don't die tomorrow, or someone's going to see that shit and they really shouldn't. Because the worst case scenario would be I die, you remember me, you read my journal, and you hear the most feral shit about you that I thought. Let's ask ChatGPT if they were gonna, if it was gonna name my business, what would it be? Hi ChatGPT, comma, ideas for a business name, period. My business is I go into someone's house after they die and remove any embarrassing objects that they don't want their family or friends finding, period. I sweep through and remove anything that is intimate or vulnerable that is unnecessary for others to see, period. Make sure the name is short and has an element of comedy or irony. Oh, okay. These are actually pretty good. Hi, this is Jess from Grim Cleanup. Last Laugh Relics. The Final Sweep. Dead Drop Off. No Trace Left Behind. Ghostly Garb. Now that's chic. I would wear something really good as well. Garb. Clean Slate Service. That's great. Afterlife Audit. Buried Secrets. And Gone with the Stuff. Fantastic. Now, my favorites for my business would be Grim Cleanup, The Final Sweep, Ghostly Garb, or Buried Secrets. I'm going to go with Buried Secrets just for now. I look forward to your feedback if anyone feels differently. I need to nominate someone who will sweep my room clean. And the good thing is, like now with technology, on your driver's license, you would have the company that you would nominate. So Buried, what's my company called? How did I forget it this easily? So you would say like Buried Secrets, and then you could pre-decide your package, like what's going to be taken out of your room. And you could even nominate the person. Like if you came into my office and you really vibed with me and you're like, I think I get Jess's vibe and I think she would be quite good at this. You would nominate, and I would come in with my clipboard and I'd say, okay, you know, like we're looking for all of these things. And you might have moved, you know, your journal from the place that you said it's going to be to somewhere else. Fine, we find it. Sweep the house, sweep the car, sweep the internet. You can say, go into my DMs and delete every fucking chat with these people, with these kinds of people. I mean, I'll tell you what, there are a couple chats that I don't want seeing the light of day. It is just, how are we planning for the world we live in to clean everything? I mean, when my grandfather died, we, like little raccoons, we had to sort through his house, and we found notes that he had written, like really lovely notes. Like he wrote a few notes about me, and they were just in a pile. I don't think he thought anyone would ever find them. And then we all sit around and we all found them, and they're nice. There's nothing wrong with these notes. The problem is though, where's all of his other stuff? Maybe you get to a certain age where you then just start death prepping. But death can happen to any of us at any point really fast. So I think that's more the concern. You know, I think once I hit 80, yeah, I'm going to be living a pretty minimalist life. I won't be writing any of my beliefs down. None of you bitches will catch me when I'm 80. Because I know from 80 it's game time. Anything can swoop down and catch me. But now, 31, I can't be living like I'll die tomorrow. What do I get rid of everything? My hair's falling out because I'm stressed about this. Do I just shave it and get a wig? There's a part of me that wants to be ahead of the hair falling out. That wants to be ahead of the curve and just be like, hey, fuck you. I'm going to get rid of you and we're going to reset. But my scalp is so ugly. It's really, like, you think I'm joking? No. You know those guys that you meet that are so bald? It's like, I don't believe you ever had hair. You're just a perfect egg with some eyes. Their head's so beautiful. Surely that these bald people are doing like scalp routines and such. They're not just able to just like live with a bald head like that. Do bald people look after their scalp? Surely Yes, bald people should still look after their scalp, as the skin on a bald head needs the same care and attention any other part of the body needs. Even though there is no hair present, this includes washing with shampoo and moisturizing and protecting it from sun damage with sunscreen. That is so cute. That is so cute. That's so cute. Just a little bald head. That is so cute. My grandfather, since we're on the train of my grandfather and death, my grandfather, as long as I knew the man, he was bald, right? Bald all over, except he had like a Mr. Burns or whatever the character is, where it's just like a thin, just swoop from like his ears, like a headband almost. Just the back of his head had just a little bit of hair left, and he'd go get it trimmed and he'd wash it and he looked after what little fluff he had left, and God bless the man. It was just my whole life. He had a little, it got a little whiter and thinner and stuff as he got older, but like he was bald as fuck, and it was so smooth. I remember touching it, so smooth, stunning. We aren't planning enough for what happens when we die, because now we have these physical things like our stuff in our room, and we have this online world. A couple hundred years ago, you have a chest of some stuff in your room that's got a bit of stuff that might have your journal and some of your little trinkets before the internet, before things really happen. Now, really, I mean, back in the day, they just buried you with all your shit that you liked. You look at the pharaohs, you look at all the people, they find all these people in the ground, these archaeologists, and they just find you with all this stuff. They just find you with your stuff. That's kind of fun. Bury me with my journal. And if a grave robber comes around, they can at least get a juicy story. And they'll probably hate my journal so much that they won't bother to, like, desecrate my grave. I think it's a really good, like, way to turn people away. Is just let a real stranger see the true you. But don't let any of the people that know you, these people don't need to know that stuff. Whatever you think of me, hold on to that when I die. Don't change your opinion. You know those people on their deathbed, they confess they had a second family, or they murdered someone, or God knows what weird shit people confess. There's fascinating Reddit threads of people like deathbed confessions. Incredible stuff. That shakes and reshapes everything about you. We don't need to get into that. Just hold on to whatever memories you've got that are positive or negative. I don't care, whichever you've got of me. Hold on to those, but don't let them change. Don't all of a sudden martyr me when I die. Oh, she was so this, she was fuck off. You know, there are so many shithole people that I've heard either the speeches or read like a eulogy of or whatever. And I'm like, okay, sure. The reality is shitty people exist. That's life. Everyone takes it so seriously to need to be like a good person or try to not even need to be a good person. I think people think that they have to have an air of I'm a good person when they're not. Stop pretending. Who fucking cares? There's no solution here. It's just the fact that I've been thinking a lot about this. And I really think that if we all pull together, if all 42 of us who listen to this podcast every single week pull together and we all donate $10,000 each, that's $420,000. That's enough for me to start my death business. Before I let you go, I just want to say I got a beautiful write-in to the audience submissions. And if you haven't done this, get on the fucking Linktree links and send in some complaints, because I love it. I want to hear what's pissing you off. I want to talk about what's annoying you. Let's deal me into your life. Share. That's what this is. I hate that this is one way. Make it a two-way street, bitch. So this is just one that I received recently. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. The way my sister-in-law gives my 3-year-old niece 3 options. Do you want to hug, high five, or wave goodbye to Auntie Jackie? Okay, Auntie Jackie, I see you, bitch. I'm Auntie Jessie. While I stand there looking like a chump waiting for my blood relative to decide how much affection she wants to show me today. I'm all for choice and learning body boundaries, but did you ever think that maybe I don't want a high five, wave, or a hug? Where are my choices? How will I cope with the rejection of if she doesn't want to give me any of those options? Now, Jackie, I want to say thank you for sharing. As an auntie, I understand. As a human, I understand. The thing about the 3 options is they're all fine. What fascinates me most about this writer submission, the thing I connect with on a deep, deep level, is more so about how I feel we don't have adequate boundaries or discussion in life about how we do greetings. Sure, there's a wave, there's a hug, there's a kiss, there's a combination. There's nothing. You can just look at someone. Hello, there's verbal. There's non-verbal, a nod. The thing I take issue with when it comes to saying hello is I don't always want to hug you. I don't always want to shake your hand. If you smell, don't touch my body. The people that smell the most always are the most keen for a hug. What the fuck's that about? The one greeting I take biggest issue with is going to be the kiss. For a number of reasons. I've had people kiss lips to my cheek after they've licked their lips. What sort of weird shit is that? What sort of weird shit? Why am I now wiping off quietly while I try to subtly continue having a conversation with you so you don't feel bad? Wipe the lip print, the sopping lip print off my cheek because you are some sick fuck? What the hell's that about? Now, in comedy, in my job, and I'm sure this could be applied to most other job environments, but at least I can only tell you this about my job. At least for me, what happens is people enter a room, there's often either a fist bump or a handshake greeting. What I've noticed, there does tend to be a handshake man to man, and then sometimes it goes man to woman, me, and I suddenly get a hug. Now, why are you assuming that I want to touch your body on my body? Handshake me like the other boys. Dap me up, bitch. I don't want your fucking chest on my chest. My chest is beautiful. I don't want my nipples making nipple-to-nipple contact with you on a Wednesday. Yuck. Ugh. Don't put your arm... I'm shorter than you most of the time, though there are many short kings in comedy. Don't put your armpits on me. Shave them. They're wet. They're wet. It's the middle of winter. Why is your armpit wet and why is it on my shoulder, bitch? I've just washed my shirt. That's what all the stains are on my white shirt. It's these fucking loser comics putting their sweaty bits on my fucking white shirt, staining this bitch up. So I think there just needs to be more discussion around how we greet everyone. And we should, maybe everyone needs to start wearing t-shirts that says, I'm a hugger, kiss me. Oh, that's probably a bit problematic, but you get it. So Jackie, I think your frustration is incredibly valid. And I think your fear of rejection from your niece, very fair. I mean, these children, I am not looking forward to the day that my niece starts realizing I'm fat. And I don't want her from school coming home and going, you're fat. Yes, thank you, darling. Because how do we be body positive about that with her? Because I'm going to. I'm just going to be like, yeah, and you're short, bitch. I might be fat, you're short. Talk to me in a couple years. Also, we all got the same genetics, bitch. See you on the fat train in a couple years. Puberty's not going to be kind to you, cunt. And obviously I will say that with all the body positivity that I can muster because I want her to be proud of whatever she looks like. Now I'm thinking about how I hug my niece and what we do to greet each other. I mean, my niece and I, we have a variety of greetings. Usually she screams. She'll just be like, ah, from across the room. And to be honest, she's taking my lead. I'm doing that too. Now I realize I think she's just mirroring me. I'm like, why is she screaming? Me fully out of my body, disassociated, not realizing I'm screaming. The two of us just stimming out to see each other. It's a good day. When she gets to see me, best day of her goddamn life. And her life's been pretty short, so I think she can count on one hand how many good days she's had. That's not true. I feel like most of her days are good, but insane how few days she's lived. That's really crazy. That's really crazy. These children. She's 2. She's lived 600 days. What? We have fun. All right, I've got to go. Please make some submissions of things that you've been thinking about recently. Why not? Fuck it. It's anonymous. If you can't go to therapy this week or you refuse to go to therapy in general, just fucking write something in. Write 2 sentences, write a paragraph. I don't care. Just gives us something to read. Give the people what they want, a bit of engagement, a bit of fun. Now, random as hell, but if you happen to be in Melbourne, I will be in Melbourne this week. Next week. I'll be there from the 3rd till the 9th of February. I'm doing a bunch of shows. So if you happen to be there, fucking let's go, bitch. All right. Thanks for listening. Over and out. Mwah.